Why, hello and welcome. My name is Daniel Hall, and I really appreciate you stopping by this channel because today I've got something really great for you. I know that you're going to love because today I'm actually going to show you how to create digital products that sell and do it fast. Okay? And the reason why I'm so excited about this is because in my own career as a publisher, I have literally sold millions and millions of dollars worth of digital products, either that I've created or have licensed or have had created. And the really cool thing is that you can create a solution that people are willing to pay for and do it very quickly, which is, once again, what I want to cover in today's video. Now, before I get too far into the session here, I would love if you can go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet done that. And of course, click the bell notification. I would love a like for the YouTube algorithm. That would be awesome. So with that, let's jump in to creating profitable digital products in 15 minutes. So let's jump into my computer right now. The thing that I want you to understand is that there is a certain magic selling power in three types of products. Number one, bundles, checklist, and templates. So let's jump into that right now, because the really cool thing that you understand is that people don't buy products, especially information or digital products, to hear you yammer on or me yammer on. They just want the solution to the problem. A solution that is baked into your information product, into your digital product. That's all they want. They certainly don't want more work, okay? Don't ever try to sell work. It's really difficult to do. What they want is they want less effort for more benefit, and in most cases, they definitely don't want lots of training or you going on and on. They just want easier solutions. That's what they're interested in. The good news here is that you can provide these solutions easier than you think, okay? And let's talk about them. The three big criteria, or the three big categories to consider here, are templates, checklist, and bundles. So let's cover templates first. These are quick and useful documents that are designed to minimize the work and accomplish some sort of a task. So when I say templates, think form letters, think spreadsheets, think email sequences, these sorts of things, okay? Checklists, let's talk about checklists for a moment. Although it's fairly self-explanatory, once again, they are designed to quickly help you or the person using them achieve some specific and desirable result quickly and easily. Okay, that's what the checklist is all about. Bundles. These are where resources are grouped together to make it easier to get some result. Usually, you could think about this from the standpoint of like photos, videos, images, image quotes, quotes for social media, things like that, okay? So that's what I want to cover in today's video, these three main areas. Let's start with templates. So I want you to think about the template development process in this way. Start by asking yourself, do you personally have solutions? And I know that you do, okay? But think about the solutions that you may have put together in your own life and or business. And oftentimes, if you list out the problems that you have solved, and they could be big problems and they could be small problems, okay? Either way. And then the next question, after you have a list of these sorts of problems that you can sell, next question that you need to ask yourself is, have you created documents to solve those problems? And if you have, okay, then it's just a matter of templatizing what you already have to make it usable by somebody else that has a similar problem to you, okay? And then, so what you're going to do is you're going to gather your documents that are revolve around or are somehow needed in your solution, and you're going to try to make those documents as generic as possible on one hand, and then you're going to add in some fill in the blanks and then put a kit together. And let me show you what I'm talking about here specifically. You can do templates like contracts, sales letters, proposals, love letters, emails. I'm not going to read all of them here. You could read them, but these are what I'm talking about. If you have ever sat down at your computer to solve a problem, right, to write a letter that solves some sort of problem, or write an email, or a series of letters, or series of emails, that's what I'm talking about. And that's how I want you to start thinking about it, because it has value. Let me show you what I mean. LegalZoom has built a $1 million business by selling essentially fill in the blank legal documents. Okay, they're not cheap either. So you can definitely do this on your own site. You could set this up as a Shopify store if you wished, or think about selling it on marketplaces already available to you and easy to get to, like Etsy, for example. Here's another example of a best-selling product that's essentially just a CV template. So it's a fill in the blank kind of CV, and in different fonts and so forth. Okay, so here's the criteria that you need to think about. Is it editable? Make it editable. Okay, put it in MS Word, PowerPoint, or Excel format, whatever makes sense. Make it as detailed as possible and err on the side of too much detail. As long as it's editable, people can take out what they don't need. And then, of course, leave fill in the blanks so that that your purchasers of your templates know what to do. Then I would actually tell you to make a short video tutorial explaining how to use the templates. You can do that very, very quickly. And here's some big ideas that you can definitely use for your own. Start thinking about what you could do. So bundle documents that lead to some specific result. I've written here, get booked on TV or podcast. Maybe you know how to buy real estate with nothing down. Maybe you know about getting a celebrity endorsement. Again, these are the types of documents, especially if you put them together, templatize them, that has value. You help people save time, effort, and energy. So this is what I'm talking about. So when I say you could do this in 15 minutes, this is really what I'm saying. Look back at stuff that you have already created, solutions that you've already created, and put them together. That is a nice digital product. Give some ideas here. Have you written a cover letter to land a job? Or have you sent out letters to make delinquent accounts pay? Have you ever done email introductions? Or have you done grant writing or scholarship request or anything like that? Think about that in your day-to-day life if you've ever done that. If you have, potentially a great digital product for you. Okay? So that's templates. Now let's talk about checklist. Checklist also very, very cool because you guide people through a process here. These are easy to produce. Especially if you use the outline feature in MS Word, you want to break up the checklist into discrete tasks. And if there are many tasks, consider making each step into an independent task. I'll give you an example here with a sales letter. So let's say you make a checklist for headline creation, okay? And then another checklist for testimonial gathering, and another checklist for offer creation, etc., etc. Think about that in these terms. And I just wanted to show you that this definitely has value as well. One of my good friends and joint venture partners, Kristen Joy, literally has made tens of thousands of dollars putting together this checklist, 37 critical checklists for writing and marketing and publishing your book. Authors go gaga for this because they don't have to think about it, right? That's what you're offering people. You are pre-thinking for them. They are buying the thought that you put into it, the consideration that you put into these checklists. And just so that you are aware, you could do something like this on Etsy, where you're doing like a simple cleaning checklist. How easy is that, for crying out loud? $4.50, and this is a bestseller on Etsy. Mamma mia, okay? So let me tell you some fast ways to create these checklists. I would just sit down and with a colleague, a friend, your spouse, whatever, and explain the process to them, okay? Explain the process to them. Record that conversation as you explain how to do whatever it is that you're solving, whatever checklist you're kind of making, and then use Temi.com. They'll charge you 10 cents a minute. This is artificial intelligence. If you upload that audio, very, very quickly, you could have this conversation all done. So that's one way you could do that and make a checklist from that. You could also use a mind map. There's a great free software called FreeMind. If you Google it, you could find that as well. Or you could actually just prepare a PowerPoint presentation with bullet points, okay? Also, as a matter of fact, that's what my friend Kristen did. That's what she used. Instead of using bullet points, she replaced them with little check boxes. That's it. Worked great. Looks great, okay? So why can you do this in 15 minutes? Well, because these don't have to be fancy. They just have to be bullet points. And I would just use something like PowerPoint or MS Word, okay? Now, the last thing I want to cover here with you are bundles. Bundles. So what am I talking about here? Well, these are essentially resources that are packaged together to make it easier for a customer to obtain some sort of result. So think about things like video assets, audio assets, images, checklist. You can bundle checklists, for example, all of those. And by the way, you can have sources like public domain. I might be making some new or some videos regarding public domain. Let me hear from you in the comments if you'd like to know more about making money with public domain, because I've made lots of money with public domain. But public domain, what is it? Some of you don't know. Public domain is essentially content that is free of copyright. So anyone could use it. I could use it. You could use it. Anyone could use it without asking for permission and without paying anyone royalties. You could definitely do that. I'll show you an example here of what I'm talking about in just a second. Or you could use something called PLR, or private label rights content. You could gather private label rights content. Once again, you could just Google PLR and whatever niche that you're interested in, and it'll come up. Or of course, you could create your own assets and use them as well. So here's what I'm talking about. This is an example of a bundle that we put together for an affiliate offer, made 100% from public domain. Okay, all of these came from the public domain. So you could sell these. You could do like what we did in this particular case. You could use them as a bonus in an affiliate offer, or you can give them away as an opt-in gift to build your email list. Okay, so yeah, you could do this very, very quickly, and I hope that this video helped you to start thinking outside the box on digital products that you can create very, very quickly and actually get them to marketplaces like Etsy, like eBay, like Amazon, like Craigslist, okay, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so once again, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that right now, and then click the little bell notification so that when I actually create another one of these jewels, you'll be notified of it. And I would appreciate if you'd like the video as well. The YouTube algorithm really, really loves that. Thanks so much, and we'll see you on the next one.